Dobry večer. I'm going to speak English because it'll be easier for you and me. Omlouvám se. This is a piece I did 10 years ago, 2004. It was actually my diplomský práce from graduate school at Hunter College in New York. And it was the first time that I was doing sound and sculpture together. I'm a sculptor, an artist, but I've been playing music pretty much all my life. And this was the first time I brought the two together. It's actually a soundproof box where you enter the space of the box and open up the box, and then the music comes out at you. And I'm actually revisiting this idea here in Prague, which I'll be talking about a little bit later. This is another soundbox piece that was a site-specific piece for Sculpture Center in Queens in their basement space. And again, there's very loud music inside, which is being soundproofed by the box itself. This is the front, and this is the back. And there you see the stereo with the music coming into the box. Again, the music is very muffled and soundproofed, so you could only really hear it if you put your ear up to the box. But it was an important step for me, again, to think about sight and sound and sculptural form. Now we're jumping ahead to 2011. This is a piece called Prelude, and again, I'm thinking about sound and form, and at this stage, I'm actually using more literal forms of sound, the amplifier, the guitar, the stage, and I'm trying to disseminate that into sculpture. This is a piece called Ampeg. It's something between a painting and a sculpture. It's based on an Ampeg bass amplifier. I actually play bass guitar, so it's really just an abstraction of a bass guitar amplifier made into a painting. It's felt and painted wood, and these are also amplifier shapes. Again, thinking about the idea of painting as sound, as sculpture. Again, these are painted wood with felt, where the speaker would be, quote unquote. And these again are from 2011. And this is actually from last year at Meat Factory. I was in a show curated by Daniel Vilcek in their main gallery space. And this is actually called Prague Composition. And again, it's my interest in sound and form and using materials within sound. That's soundproofing foam within these painted wooden boxes. The idea is the paint and the color act like waves, like music projecting out at you. And this is more recent work right before my trip to Prague. I'm actually on a grant at Meat Factory presently. And these are some objects I've been making before my trip here. Again, taking the forms of music, the forms of amplifiers, and reducing them into a painting-like form, the backs of which are painted so they reflect color on the wall, much like sound is reflected and comes in waves. And again, these are from 2014. And I'm actually in a band called Sportsman's Paradise in New York, and we're releasing an album this year, and this is from the graphics of our album. And again, I've been thinking a lot about music and how to take music into a sculptural form. So I've been in the music studio a bunch, and this is actually from my studio here at Meat Factory. I'm here until the end of June. And these are some of the objects in my studio. I'm actually playing music with Daniel Vilcek and Václav Girsa in a band called Victor Lost Ensemble. We're going to be playing at Carlene Studios on June 10th. And going from that now into my project at Kostka Gallery at Meat Factory, this is the shot in my studio. We're beginning to build a piece called Revision. Again, it's based on what I was doing actually 10 years ago, so it's revisiting a previous idea about building sound and containing sound. This is a shot from Kostka Gallery, where we've completed the platform and we're beginning the base. And actually the design of the boxes come from real soundproofing principles, which is that you have to isolate your sound source as much as possible. So the idea is you build a box within a box, or if you're doing architecture, you build a room within a room. You isolate your sound from the inner room, from the outer room. So these are some construction shots as we're making our soundproof box at Kostka Gallery. Each panel is layered with soundproofing material and foam. This is the complete box now with its door closed on the stage, which you can actually walk onto and open the door. The next shot will show us the next level. Again, the idea being that you isolate your source. The inner box there having the speakers, so you open one level, you hear a little bit more sound, and then within this next level are the actual speakers that produce the music. The music is from my band, again, Sportsman's Paradise. We've been recording, so it was a nice way for me to bring what I've been doing in New York physically here to Prague and integrate it into the sound box. So that's what you see when you open the sound box. And again, those speakers are actually quite loud. And I think the next image is actually a video, so you'll be able to see the sound box somewhat in action. And again, this piece is up at Kostka Gallery right now until June 29th. May 29th, sorry. Thanks.